There were two men who lived next to each other. They were neighbors in a small village. One man's name was Sam. Sam was a good and honest man. He always worked with a true heart. He often thought about his family. They needed food for the days ahead. Winter was coming soon. He knew they had to get ready. The other neighbor's name was Chan. Chan also had a family to feed, but Chan was not like Sam. He always looked for easy ways. He didn't really like to do tiring work. Sometimes jealous thoughts came into his mind. When he saw others had something, he wanted it too. His family also needed more food. He was worried too, but in a different way. One bright morning, Sam had an idea. He thought, I will make a trap. A trap can catch animals for us. Then my wife and kids will have meat to eat. So he went to tell Chan about his idea. Chan listened carefully to Sam's plan. Chan said, Sam, that's a pretty smart idea. I'll make a trap today too. We can go into the deep forest together. So the two neighbors decided they would go into the forest tomorrow. Each one would find their own spot. Each one would set their own animal trap. Sam felt a little hopeful in his heart. He wished for good luck from his work. Chan felt excited too, but in his mind he was already starting to think of a trick. He wanted more than just good luck. In the morning, when the sun had just risen, Sam and Chan walked towards the forest. The air was fresh, and the birds were singing sweetly. Sunlight shone on the path in front of them. Sam looked around carefully. He looked for animal tracks. He wanted a good spot, a place where animals might pass by often. He knew that being patient was very important now. After a little while, Sam found a big, strong tree. Near the base of that big tree, he saw many small animal footprints. He thought to himself, this place is very good. I will set my trap here firmly. It will be hidden near these tree roots. The bushes around will help hide it. He felt happy with his careful choice. He knew this was a good and proper place. He started to prepare the ground gently. Chan watched Sam secretly from nearby. He saw that Sam had found a very good spot. A feeling of jealousy immediately burned in Chan's heart. He secretly thought, if only he had found that place first, it would have been good. He hadn't looked for his own spot carefully. He didn't want to spend a long time. He liked ways that seemed quicker. He thought Sam was just lucky to find that spot. He didn't see the smartness in Sam's patience. Chan walked a little further into the forest. Before long, he spotted a tall tree with a long, thin branch. This tree had a long, thin branch sticking out. It stretched out far, high above the ground. Chan decided right away, I will put my trap there, right at the end of that branch. No animal will suspect anything there. He believed this was a very clever plan. He smiled, pleased with his own idea. Sam worked hard to set his trap carefully. He made sure it was strong and well made. He placed it on the ground very carefully, near the base of that big, strong tree. Then he gathered fallen leaves and small twigs. He used them to cover his trap skillfully. It looked like a part of the forest floor. He hoped a rabbit or some wild bird might get caught. He had done his best with honest effort. Gap 2S. As for Chan, he went to the small tree he had chosen. He climbed up, holding his trap carefully. He tied it to the end of that weak branch. The branch bent down under the weight of the trap. It swayed a little in the gentle breeze. It looked shaky and not very strong. Chan told himself, this spot is really smart. Animals will walk underneath without looking up. My trap will fall down and catch them. But then another idea popped into Chan's head. It was not a good or honest idea. He thought, Sam's trap is in a very good place. What if Sam catches a big animal there? And what if my high trap catches nothing at all? If that happens, I'll say something different. I'll claim that animal was for my trap. I'll say it just ran into his trap by mistake. A sneaky smile appeared on his lips. When their traps were set right, the sun began to go down. Sam and Chan started to walk back home. Sam felt peaceful in his heart. He knew he had done good and honest work. As for Chan, he felt both excited and uneasy. He kept thinking about his little dishonest plan. He eagerly waited for the results in the morning. He hoped his cleverness would bring him rewards. When the early morning light began to shine, the village was still quiet and the villagers were still asleep. Sam woke up early and went to the forest. He went to check the trap he had set so carefully. He walked with quiet steps through the trees. He felt hopeful in his heart. His family was surely waiting for him to come back. He prayed that his honest work would pay off. He reached the big tree with an eager heart. When Sam got close to the spot he had chosen, he saw that his trap was no longer empty. A fat wild deer was caught in it. It was a bigger animal than he had even hoped for. He whispered, "Thank you," with a heart full of joy. This wonderful deer would give them so much food. His family would be happy and have enough to eat. He carefully took the deer out of the trap. He was thankful for this good luck. Chan also arrived in the forest not long after. He hurried straight to his tall, small tree. He looked up at the high branch with eager eyes, but his heart sank right away with disappointment. The long, thin branch was clearly broken. It was broken right in the middle. His trap had fallen to the ground, broken and useless. There was a small dead bird nearby. All his cleverness had come to nothing. Just then, Chan saw Sam with the big deer. A strong fire of jealousy burned in his heart. He shouted, "Sam, that deer was running for my trap. It just fell into your trap by accident." But Sam calmly pointed to the animal tracks. Those tracks led right to his well-placed ground trap. Other villagers heard the noise and came to see. They saw Sam's good trap and Chan's broken trap. Chan felt very ashamed. His dishonesty was clear for everyone to see. Honesty and hard good work always bring good results. But using tricks and lies only leads to failure and shame.